All right, so in this video, I want to talk about what it takes in order for you to become a successful e-commerce entrepreneur. Having the privilege working with so many people as mentees, people that I just encounter on a daily basis that want to get into e-com, I really see a lot of different personalities, a lot of different people that come from different backgrounds, situations, so on and so forth. And I end up really understanding what it takes for someone to really make it, right? And this applies to a lot of things. It could also apply to regular businesses, not just starting e-com. And one thing that I always see, and this is why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like if you understand this at your core and you really know what it takes in order to become successful, you now have a legit roadmap and you cannot really waste time trying to figure out what the hell is it that it takes in order for you to make money and become successful. And I'm about to tell you what that is, right? What that is consistent resilience, right? And what do I mean by consistent? It means every day. It means you have to wake up every day and continue to work hard and solve problem after problem after problem in order to get to the next level and the next level and the next level. Think of it as a video game. And the final prize is, level 10 or whatever. The final prize here is building a successful brand that one day you can sell. Or again, this can apply to a business in general. But one thing that I've seen across the mentees that I worked with over the course of the past few years, the ones that always make it possess this one thing about them, and that is consistent resilience. They're just consistent with it. They're resilient. They do not stop. They do not take no for an answer. And a lot of people that I work with complain. They don't want to, every time they're hit with an issue, they panic, they cry, they say, oh, this doesn't work, so on and so forth, and find excuses. And they have this defeated look, this defeated aura about them that ends up just, knocking them out. And this is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to be facing life as. You want to be a warrior when it comes to business. And warriors always are the ones that end up making it in the long term. So, again, if you're starting a business right now, if you're trying to get into e-com, know that this is going to be very difficult. All these people flashing these 100K days, and you don't know anything about their back end. You don't know anything about what type of e-commerce business they're running. There's a lot of different e-commerce businesses, old brands, MRR, a lot of things that you don't know about that could be happening when you see that 100K screenshot and think that it was an overnight success. Some of it is legit, some of it isn't. And it's important for you to not get distracted and not let this mirage of screenshots and people claiming that this is easy derail you off the actual trajectory to success, right? When you have the right expectations, when you know that this is going to take X, Y, and Z for me to reach the point that I want to be at, then when you get hit with problems, you're not really tripping, you're not really surprised, you're not shocked. You know that this is going to happen, and you take the necessary steps in order to solve that issue and get to the next level. Now, again, another thing that I notice amongst people that are really successful in e-commerce is they are problem solvers. You have to be a problem solver. And in order to be a problem solver, you need to be very resourceful. You need to use the internet, use AI, use Google, use your connections, build connections, ask questions, use every tool that's available to you out there to your advantage in order to solve whatever problems get thrown at you. This is extremely important. And again, a very, very important trait that I see amongst the people that make it in e-commerce or any business in general. Problem solving, consistent resilience, and finally, people that don't take no for an answer. You cannot take no for an answer. You have to keep going. You have to always find a solution and a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I know that all these three things that I mentioned really sound the same, right? They all fall into the same category, and that is resilience and not giving up. And I know this is corny. I know people don't want to hear this, that, oh, don't give up, and if you don't give up, you won't fail. But that is just the absolute truth. And you need to be able to have that attitude going through business, or else you are going to fail. You are not going to make it. So if you're getting started with ecom, know that this is going to happen. I want to tell you the real deal. I want to be able to tell you and communicate to you the real world, how things actually are. This is hard. This will require a lot of your time. Anybody out there selling you, telling you, nah, this is easy, no, it's bullshit. They just want your money. They just want to take advantage of you. They just want to sell you a course, sell you a mentorship, just so you can buy, send them the money, and then they disappear, or even give you a half-ass mediocre product that they can keep you busy with. That's what all these guys do. Nobody's going to tell you, yo, this is a real business. This is going to take a lot of time. You're going to fail a lot. You're not going to find a winning product off the bat. It's going to require you to learn, grow your skills. It might take a month. It might take 6 months. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. You never know. But everybody's different, and everybody moves at a different pace. Everybody comes from a different background. Everybody has different circumstances in their life. And in order for you to make it, there are 3 things that I just mentioned that you need to be so absolutely serious about in order to achieve and end up where you want to be, and that is a successful entrepreneur. And that is it. There's no but, ifs, what, none of that. That is all you need to do. And now that you have this information, write it down somewhere. Make sure that you are always reminding yourself that this is what you need to do in order to succeed. That way, when you're hit with issues, your ad account goes down, your Shopify gets shut down, you don't find winners, you lose a bunch of money, you go into debt, you know that, okay, this is part of the journey, and I have to do whatever it takes in order to get where I want to be, right? If you want success, it's going to come with a lot of responsibility and a lot of headaches. Even at my level right now, where I'm at in life, where I'm at with my businesses, there are crazy amount of stresses, amount of issues, problems, people that I deal with on a daily basis, and it's never ending, right? The second this ends, it means that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not progressing. So this is just straight facts. This is reality, right? I'm not making anything up. I know this could sound like something that's very easy to understand and intuitive, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't really understand this, and they don't really know. So I feel like the e-commerce world has been polluted by all these, like, oh, you can become, an entrepreneur and crush it with e-com in 1 week. How I made 100K in 1 month. No, that's not how it works. It's going to take a lot of time. It is hard. It's probably easier than a lot of other businesses out there, but it does require time, effort, and actual resilience on your part. And in order for you to reach the levels that you want to reach, you have to put in the work. There's no way around it, and that's that.